Hey, good morning. This is Key Creative Studio, Master Drawing Japan. Um, Make a point to draw every day. So, um, I haven't done this for a while actually. I used to post like a Saturday sketchbook reveal, and it's been a bit long overdue. I have a new sketchbook cover which I really like actually. If you guys are interested in these, let me know in the comments because actually, because I was always like looking for like a nice cover for my sketchbooks, and this one is awesome because I can actually it's I don't know if it's designed for just one, but actually I'm able to like to fit like two in here. So I have like my my dust can sketchbook, and then I have like my really nice stone paper sketchbook here in the back, and it's got nice pockets in here, so I can hold my materials and stuff like that, whatever. And anyway, I love this cover actually. I got I found out about it from my teacher Glenn Vilppu. He has one like very similar to it. Not the exact one, but he's got one very similar to it. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the dust can one. Maybe I'll come back to this one another time, and I'll go through this one. So this is actually my first time working with the karst stone paper, and actually I like it very much. It's very durable, very strong. It is a little bit soft, and it doesn't have much tooth to it. However, it's really is really nice, like quality paper. So if you want something that's gonna last you for a long time, I do recommend the stone paper. So these are some gesture studies from which class I'm not sure. Um, this is different from a class. Actually, I can't remember who that is right now. I think these are from Imagination. This is a sketch of mine. I'm sorry. It's probably from a class. Again, I can't remember who it is. And that is a drawing from Glenn Vilppu, who, because I asked him, he came to Tokyo a few months ago, and I asked him, like how would he do his take on this drawing here, which I thought was a kind of an okay drawing, but actually he pushed it, and he actually has a little bit more of a rhythm to it, which is really nice. I did mine, with a water soluble sanguine pencil. Glenn did his with a Namiki Falcon with water soluble ink. Um, very similar to this one actually. So that's another one I did with water soluble sanguine. I think that's I'm pretty sure this model is Mine-san. She's really nice model. She's really nice, beautiful, Zaftig body. Um, my usual musings of drawing barbarian women, stuff like that. Uh, that's also Glenn. Um, this page is also Glenn. Actually, he was doing he was going over one of my drawings again, and I was drawing kind of like this barbarian thing, and he really had this again, this nice rhythm, which I really admire. Yeah, these are some back studies I was asking him about, and um, man, the man really knows his anatomy very well. Because one of the trickiest things is like understanding like the scapula, in terms of like how the scapula like you know rises, and actually sometimes in some cases even like comes out, towards us. It just doesn't, because the scapula doesn't just like rotate like this, but sometimes it's gonna rotate, and then like it's gonna rotate and come out like that sometimes. So that's not easy to get actually. That's not easy to get. Um, I think I based this on what's my one model Tef. She has a another Zaftig. I'm gonna do some more studies on her in a while. I think these are from Imagination. I did these with my Namiki Falcon Sanguine pen. Um, this is a combination. This is my drawing, but also like Glenn also went over it because I was asking like how to, how to get this nice modeling tone value here, which where he's using the flat of the pencil, but he's feathering it out, and then that really takes a little bit of practice to get. Um, this was a quote that from Glenn when he was at this year's Tokyo seminar, and it was a really important thing about the gesture that I had to write it down because he was trying to get the students to understand, like, not to copy like what's there, right? And what I mean is like, okay, they see her posing, they see her tilting or stuff, but a lot of students in the beginning, they'll draw the figure as exactly as they see it, and it's almost like they're tracing it, and then that's been a little bit of an uphill battle here for me in Tokyo, because while many of the artists here they draw very well, they still draw. A lot of people like to draw in this flat, very flat 2D notan, way of depicting the figure, which is great. When it's fine. No one has to draw, the way that the way that I draw. But because when they look at my drawing, they say, oh, it has volume. It has volume. Oh, it looks like it has weight. And it's like they sound like they're impressed with it, but they don't do it. So, but anyway, yeah, there was, in terms of like capturing the action of the figure. Glenn said that when he says he's not looking at her pose, he's looking at what she's doing, and I think that says a lot in terms of like, you want to draw what the figure is doing. You don't want to make a facsimile of what the character is posing in front of you, or how the character how the figure is posed in front of you, because you just might as well just take a photograph, right? So sometimes when you capture the essence of what the figure is doing in terms of the action of what they're doing, it tends to ring more true. Um, Anyway, some more boxes in here, and I've been talking to people a lot about using boxes to make sure that their figures are three-dimensional. And they feel more three-dimensionally, and they have like solidity to them. Another thing, that's also been an uphill battle for people around here. Okay. If you notice that I've put like a wash on some of these pages, and I'm really copying what Glenn did in his book. I'm sorry, I don't really have the materials to really put it as evenly as he puts it, but having this nice wash here gives a nice tone to the paper. I think this is art model Mickey, Mickey-san. Um, Pretty sure that it is. It's her. Yeah, that's Mickey. That's also Mickey too. These are some sketches I did on the plane, coming back um, coming back from New York. Um, I don't know if you can make this out, but I think, yeah, but that was drawing some people on the plane, and um, I was watching Lord of the Rings actually. So when I did this, so, this is Ayako, who modeled for me also recently. She is a burlesque dancer. Really cool person. I'm not sure who this is. Oh, this is Nika. Um, yeah, these are Nika. Um, as a rule, usually when I start my drawings, at least in my figure drawing classes, I start off drawing in pen, because that usually helps like to straighten me out. To really like focus really more so on the figure, you know. Yeah, that's Nika. That's definitely Nika. That's also Nika. Yeah, Nika is these are really stylized actually, but um, that's Lee. That's Lee Carmichael, who's a male bodybuilder. Actually. That's Lee. This was a composition study that I was playing around with. I took this straight from a John Buscema splash page from his book Conan the Rogue. It's a nice composition, and he worked it over and over and over again, and I wanted to take my shot at it. There's a nice triangular composition here, right? And then you have him coming out like this, but you have like this stream of water, you know, that's coming out underneath it, you know, which like leads us, like kind of like leads us into this picture, you know. And of course, like you have like this curve of his body like that. This is Lily Marybell, who was dressed up as a space princess, which I thought was so it's very cute. Space princess, Princess Leia, pretty much. Yeah. This model, I'm not sure right now. Oh, okay, I know who it is. I don't know her name, but she's posed for me at Soke many times. Boy, yeah, a lot of models. I can't remember them all. Oh, this is Horikawa-san. Um, she's actually she's a bodybuilder, or a fitness model actually. Yeah. So. Okay, all right. No, that's not her. That's one of her colleagues. Okay, all right. I think that's okay for now. This that was my first shot working with stone paper. I have like one or two more back here I'll be working with. All right. I hope that was a little interesting for you guys. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.